Canisius head coach Jim Baron will bring athletes down here after coach is done. Coach, if you'd like to open with a statement.
Well, we knew it was going to be a, hard-fought battle, but we were healthy coming into this game. Harold, as you know, going into the Manhattan game, he was sick as a dog, and he didn't practice for 3 days prior to that game, and having him in the lineup was real crucial for us. It was a great team victory. We out-rebounded them the first half, and we out-rebounded them the second half, and our guys stepped up, and it was a great team victory. I thought our bench did a great job. Josiah Heat stepped up, Freddie Esprilla, Alshwan Hines, and Reggie Groves. We talked about how important our bench is, and we need them to be able to step up and down the stretch here. And what I've talked to our guys about is, you upperclassmen, you have an opportunity to be special and to be part of something special. And down the road, you can always look back and say, would have, could have, should have. And the biggest thing is we came together. Our guys understood what we needed to do, and we stepped up and rebounded the ball. I mean, Jordan Heat, having 12 rebounds is huge, because we talked about that, and having 3 blocks. Chris Manhertz, stepped up even though he got in foul trouble. Harold Washington, played real athletic. And Billy, what can you say? I mean, he was, him and I, we sat down yesterday and watched film, and I had told him he's just got to be a lot more aggressive. And he did it. He took it off the dribble, made plays, but we did a good job of defending and rebounding the basketball, as well as trying to limit our turnovers, even though we had 16. But it was definitely a good victory. I want to praise the fans for coming down. Tell you what, they were loud on the road. We might have to take them on the road more than they are at home. But they were loud, and it felt good. Funny part about it, they talk about Daddy's boy, but I remember we came in the NIT with Rhode Island with my other son, Jimmy, and they were yelling out Daddy's boy too. And he called me before the game from Russia. And he said, Dad, hope you guys pull us out, and hope Billy has a heck of a game, and just can't make you more proud as a father, to be able to hear it. But Niagara's a good basketball team. They're gonna win a lot of games, and they're gonna be right in the mix, right down the stretch, because they're very athletic. They can score inside and outside, and they got some very good players, and Joe does a great job.
Billy looked like someone who didn't forget what happened in your gym, the last second shot. That he kind of carried that with him as a competitor. Do you think that's the case?
Well, yeah, he was pretty upset just because he played so hard to try to finish that game, he's a competitor, and I was just I couldn't be more proud, not only what he did there, but he rebounded, he made his free throws, and he played a very good defense as well.
Jim, when you said you went over tape, was it of the last time you played these guys?
No.
Or was it? Okay.
No, it was just a lot of tape of the year. When I talked to him about just being a little bit more aggressive, because we need him to be aggressive to be effective, because it takes a lot of the pressure off of Harold and Isaac, when he's not aggressive. But he works hard at it, and it's like the old Willis Reed story, with the ankle. And he was kind of upset that I took him out, but I said, Bill, just stretch it out, stay warm. He said, Dad, I can't stay warm, I can't stretch it out. I gotta be out there, So he's a tough kid, and we're gonna need to put ice on it the next 2 days.
In terms of him being aggressive, do you mean looking for his shot overall, or trying to penetrate?
I think everything. I think both aggressive, coming off the screen, attacking the bucket, as well as attacking the basket, you know what I mean, and making guys better with the pass and with the dribble, and also, boy, oh boy, I tell you, him going to the foul line, I'm holding my breath, because it's like he's like a linebacker in football trying to get over or a running back in football trying to get over the touchdown, the line, but he went in there hard a couple of times.
Go
Can you talk about the resiliency he showed out there, like you said, being banged up, and then the resiliency?
Well, you know,
of your team?
we kept coming back, and, you know, I talked to our guys, and, you know, it's a sign of a team that's, you know, continuing to work on maturing. But, you know, we got to keep working to get better. And I think that's the biggest challenge for this basketball team. They picked us 9th. Last year we had 1 league victory, 5 overall victories. And I said, you know, you guys have done it. I said, you guys are doing it. I said, but now we got to take the next step. And, you know, for me, I got to pinch myself sometimes just because this has never happened this fast. At all the programs that I've taken over, it hasn't happened this fast. So, you know, I have to take a step back once in a while to say, you know, this is new territory for a lot of these kids. And that's why I think that there are some inconsistencies there, and that's my goal, is to try to get them to be a lot more consistent.
Jordan, a big part of that, and he has the big dunk follow. That was a huge play. There's times he doesn't seem like very active out there.
Yeah, well, we've been talking about being a lot more aggressive, Jerry, and, you know, we need him to do that. Not only with, you know, with his offense, but, you know, rebounding the basketball and blocking shots is huge, because we can't depend on Chris to do everything inside. We need Jordan to be a guy. And then also Josiah. You know, Josiah stepped up, and, you know, he got 4 rebounds and made a couple of crucial free throws down the stretch. So this was a very, very good team victory. The 4 guys that came off the bench, they really helped us and gave us some quality minutes. And, you know, we need to have a team victory.
Take one more.
It looked like one of the adjustments for Billy on the ball screen was to not actually go with the ball screen,
Right.
but go away from it. Was that something discussed before the game, or was that left?
We talked about that, and I showed him the Las Vegas game, you know, when they hedging on the ball, you know, he went the other way, and I said, Bill, you're just gonna have to read it. And I think no matter what you do, they gotta guard you, you know, and, you know, I think he's understanding that little by little. But, you know, he's so, you know, he's trying to make everybody better. And I think that's the toughest challenge to help him move forward, is to try to be aggressive, but also stay focused on making guys better.